Good morning, friends. It's Melanie coming to you from my car again. Well, actually, this is my car, not Chris's car. So we are here going to be discussing the after effects of a cashew allergy and what processes we took in order to counteract this whole deal and where I stand with everything. This is exactly 7 days out from the last video. There's a little bit of skin like shedding still, but obviously all the swelling's gone. I can open my mouth again. I can smile, I can talk, all the things. I'm super grateful that I am alive. When it comes to this cashew allergy and how severe and sensitive, I guess, my whole situation is, it required us to thoroughly deep clean our entire kitchen living area where we had been eating food and taking food to and from. Our kids and Christopher helped with that. And then when it came to driving, I went to feed our horse Sunday night and put his blanket on. And by the time we had turned around to come home, the itching was so intense. I had to drive with the window down. It was like in the 30s. I was coughing. I had to go home, take some more Benadryl, and I realized that all of the times that I had enjoyed all of the cashews for a very long time, along with the cashew butter chocolate and the fact that I hadn't cleaned my car in like months, it all came down to we needed to deep clean the car. So after deep cleaning the kitchen, after deep cleaning the car, I've not had a second reaction. Not a second. I haven't had another reaction. I've had plenty of reactions. We realized that I had been battling with this whole journey for about 2 months before we officially figured out, like, yes, I knew I was allergic to cashews, but I didn't know how allergic. It took subsequent, like, my brain's tired. It took multiple cashew allergy exposures to finally, like, start to really figure it out, put all the pieces together. People tell me that I need to go get an EpiPen. I'm sorry. I'm really not a fan of the medical industry in any way, shape, or form. I got an injection of lidocaine last year, and I'm kicking myself for that because I don't know what they're putting in those shots. I don't know what they're injecting into people's bodies anymore. And I really don't trust anybody. I definitely don't trust the government. Just heard that Trump and RFK signed a bill allowing Bayer Monsanto to continue to produce massive amounts of phosphorus and glyphosate in this country. Even though we know it causes cancer, even though we know that it kills people, it's okay, we're just going to keep doing it kind of mentality. I don't believe in the medical industry. So where does that leave me? And where does that leave our family? Well, that leaves us figuring it out on our own. And that's something that I've really done for the last 10 years. There's been a rare time that I've been seeking medical professional help. And knowing the things that I know now, I wouldn't have sought out medical professional help for my own self. When it comes to our daughter, I've told her many times that if it was me going through diabetes, I would be doing everything I can to try and fix it, cure it, heal it, and figure it out. One of the journeys that I've learned on that whole adventure was it's not my body, it's not my choice. And that's something that she has to come to terms with and choose to do. So the things that I have gratitude for is that I have this issue, not my children, because I'm not scared for myself. I'm not scared. I was for a little bit, but to have a child with a severe allergy that can cause death at any point in random places, that's terrifying. It's terrifying enough to have it as like your own self, but to have my child have to go through life like that and always be worried about it. A study I found said that the mothers of children with food allergies are like 60% more fearful and more scared than the mothers of children with type 1 diabetes. And with type 1 diabetes, you know what's wrong, you know how to fix it, you know the antidote, I guess. You're allergic to carbohydrates, you take an insulin injection. But when it comes to allergies, when it comes to food, there's not really anything that we can do. And why is this happening has been a question that's come up many different people. And so the research that I found is that if you've been vaccinated, you're 1,200% more likely to suffer with food allergies. With allergies in general, you're 1,200% more likely. Type 1 diabetes is 500% more likely, but with food allergies, it's 1,200% more likely to have them being vaccinated. Well, Mel, you don't believe in the medical system, so why are you vaccinated? Well, I was a child of the 90s. We were overly vaccinated. They pushed a bill in 1986 to give immunity to all the vaccine corporations, and then they heavily started to push the vaccine. So I was born in 1985. The heavy vaccine push went all the way through the 90s into the early 2000s. It's still obviously heavily vaccine pushed, but people are waking up. People understand. People know that something's wrong. So I was vaccinated with all the childhood vaccines, all the combo vaccines that they decided to come up with. And then I worked in the nursing industry, and I worked in labor and delivery. And so every time I went to get a new job, and I worked 14 different hospitals in that 8.5 years, because I did travel. And every time I had to go somewhere new, they had to draw my titers and make sure I was immune to chickenpox, or I was immune to measles, mumps, and rubella, or I was immune to whatever other disease. And if I wasn't, I had to be revaccinated. I had to receive 2 flu vaccines in my career, as much as I fought it, as much as I begged. I even tried to bribe a pharmacist, because by the time I was getting that second flu shot, I knew exactly what that crap was doing in our bodies and how toxic and lethal it can be. And so I tried to pay off the pharmacist with a $100 bill and said, please inject me with normal saline. And she said, no. And so I was at a place, like many people in 2021, where their job was on the line and I had to work. So I ended up taking a flu shot. On top of all of those vaccines, I also had the full rabies series back in 1998, when we had a bat in our house during the time of sleeping and nobody was really sure if we had exposure or not. And I felt it flying in my face. And so my mom and I both got the full series of the experimental rabies vaccine at that time, which was 3 huge shots in your butt cheek and 6 in your arm. And let me tell you, as a 12-year-old kid, I fought that. I was fighting, I was running, hiding under tables. They had to drag me out and hold me down. It was a very traumatic experience. And not something I really want to do again. And Chris said, well, what was the trade-off? Like rabies or... I said, knowing what I know now. And we joke and we laugh. But I just... injecting ourselves with all of these chemicals, all of the unknown of what we're putting in our bodies, and we're willingly doing it all the time. So many folks are doing it. It's just something that we need to think about and reassess. And they probably didn't see any immediate issues with all of those vaccines that they were giving people, but they definitely didn't know the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50-year mark line down the road, what's going to happen to the human body. So I've actually accepted my own mortality through this, and that's been a process where I could die any day. I could go into anaphylaxis any day. Cashews are a popular item. Like, I've gone to the gas station and been like, what if somebody ate cashews before they pumped their gas? That's gone through my head. But I have to accept my own mortality. I have to accept the fear. I have to excuse me. Recognize that this life's not forever. And where we're going after this is going to be so much more amazing, better. I believe that I go to heaven. I believe whoever wants to go to heaven goes. And I believe that this world is the world of dark forces, the devil, whatever. It's filled with darkness. It's filled with complete destruction. I mean, look around us and look what people are doing with our beautiful world, with all that's here, continuing to make life a state. Like, come on, guys. So if I die, it's life. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We go back to where we came from. It's not permanent. Nothing in this life is permanent. And what else has that done for me? It's taught me to live my life to the fullest every day. To love those that are around me to the fullest every day. to be kind to others around me to the fullest every day. To take joy in the small things, to find joy in the fact that, like, I get to eat bread and butter still. It's vegan butter. I make it from scratch. But it's still like bread and butter, and that's one of my favorite things. I find gratitude in the fact that I didn't eat the mango that I touched a week and a half ago, and I didn't wipe it all over my face. I find gratitude in the fact that God has helped me through this journey and kept me safe enough to keep me alive here talking on a video with you guys. So I know this is crazy. I don't know what this ride's all about. I don't think any of us do. I do know that I'm not going to let something like this hold me back and put fear in my heart. And I've had a lot of people come up to me in our travels I've only been to one place. It's the coffee shop. They don't have cashew stuff there, so I feel kind of safe. They say things like, "Are you doing okay? Like, how are things? Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. We're all gonna be fine. We're all gonna make it through this crazy journey, and I think the ticket to it all is just to love each other through this crazy journey. Not have fear. Don't allow the fear to get to you. That's all the devil. Satan's there to put the fear in our heart, and just do what Jesus tells us to do. Love each other, love God, love those that you don't think you should be loving, love those that are the difficult folks of society, love your enemy, love your neighbor, love everybody no matter what. And I think that's what we're here to do. And it's kind of interesting that allergies led us to that message, but you can find love anywhere, guys. So with all that said, I hope you all have a blessed day wherever you may be. I hope that you might be able to address your own mortality and look at death in the face in one way or another and choose to love anyways. I'm sending you all a lot of love wherever you may be. And I'm praying that God shows himself to those that need him to show himself to them. It doesn't happen how you expect it to. It never does. But he's there when you're ready to call on him and ask for his help. So with all that said, I'm going to send you all the love, like I just said. And so much peace, so much love. God bless, guys. Adios.